Welcome everyone to Practice. I'm Kimberly. Today's flow is a yoga conditioning class to help our bodies be more resilient to forces and adapt to whatever comes along. So getting out of what we know and adventuring more into the unfamiliar. And I think you'll have fun. It's a good one for your mind as well. This is a lot of work I've learned through my teacher, Tiffany Cruikshank with Yoga Medicine, so I want to give her a shout out. Grab a towel or a yoga blanket if you have one. We'll be using it. And maybe a block as well. If you enjoyed today's class, please like and subscribe to my channel. You can leave me any questions or comments in the comment box below. I love to hear from you. Great, so let's get started. We're going to start with the roll. I'm going to roll up a blanket or towel if you just have a towel, about 4 to 6 inches in diameter. And then we're going to take it right behind the knees. It doesn't have to be smashed right behind them, but maybe a couple inches down the calves, and then sit back. So if it's too much, you might decrease the diameter of the roll, make it a little less. I want you to just be able to feel those trigger points, which you should right away through the calf, and then soften in. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. Notice where you might feel a little more tense. Try to soften in. And take one more full breath. And then we're just going to move the block or the towel down the calf about 2/3 of the way down, and then sit back. So not quite to the ankle, but just a little lower down that calf. And again, adjust the diameter of the roll as needed. And just notice. You might feel less, you might feel more. Not anything too unpleasant where it is painful. And then try to soften. And then for this next round, you can either take it right above the heel, so it's really into that dense tissue, or if you were happier like me, I'm going to take mine back up as close to the knees as possible, and then sit back. So you choose where you want it. Just find a spot you're happy with and soften. Feel the stimulation of the calf muscles just start to impact your nervous system as a whole. Take a full breath in through the nose. Little pause at the top. And then open your mouth, clear the lungs. And then blink your eyes open and just slowly come out. It's hard for me to come out of that one. It feels so good. And just remove your blanket, or if you have tender knees, you might lay it across your mat like so, because we'll be on our knees a little more than usual. So that'll add a little more of your padding. And then let's come right to downward facing dog. And just pedal out your legs. Nothing too specific, just move however feels good. Take one more full breath. And then step your feet together, reach your right leg up, and then step it between your hands. Come to your runner's lunge. Come to your fingertips, take an inhale, and then straighten the leg a little or a lot. And then back to a bend of the knee, inhale, and then straighten, just pumping through those two movements. It doesn't have to be fast, go at your own rate. You might pause with the leg straight or near straight and fold in. Great, and then come back to runner's lunge. Come to your fingertips here, and I just want you to bounce your hips up and down. So not a huge range of motion, just enough to turn on the tissues, the muscles of the hips, the legs. And then come up, interlace your hands, and do the same thing, palms to thigh. So we're just going to cycle through that, going to the fingertips. So keep bouncing your hips up and down, pushing through the right foot. And then little kickstand as you bounce. And then one more. Maybe 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then come upright. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Just plant your hands. And then stretch your left leg up. And then step it between your hands. Come to your fingertips. Take an inhale. Straighten the leg. Exhale, fold. Inhale and bend. Exhale, straighten. And just work through that a few times. And then you can keep that going or pause with the leg straight or near straight and fold in. Slow down the breath. And then come to your runner's lunge just on your fingertips and just bounce your hips up and down. And then come upright, interlace the fingers, palms to thigh. And just lower and lift. And then cycle through that, maybe 6 or 5 reps, and then come up. Lower, lift. Now we're going to step right foot forward, left leg back, and then fingertips down, lower and lift. Kickstand, lower and lift. Now you can step or little hop and switch in air, and then go low, 4, 3, 2, 1, come high, 2, 1, hop and switch, low, high. Warming up the legs. Let's do one more each side. And then just step to the top of the mat. Stretch your arms up, take an inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Soften the knees, rise to stand. Now exhale, bow. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. Pause there, soften the knees. You might sway a little side to side. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold, pull in deeper. And then come up to stand. Do a little more for the hips here. So I'm going to turn just so you can see me. You're going to stand on the right leg and take your left leg to cross behind it. Bring your right hand to your right hip, left arm up. So this is our inhale. We'll start slow. On our exhale, we're going to side crunch and bring knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen, draw the left leg back, left arm up. Exhale, side crunch. So pushing through that right foot, hug your right hip in. Let's do 2 more slow. And you can hear I'm activating Kapalabhati breath. And then take it at your own pace. Keep it going. Really firming that right hip in. Maybe crossing it back, getting more of that side body length as you inhale. You should feel your right hip talking to you. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hello. Shake out the legs. Right to the second side, so left hand to hip. Take the right ankle behind. Let's do the first 5 slow. Side stretch first. Should feel good. Push through the left foot. Firm your left hip in, right elbow, right knee. Inhale, extend. Slow at first, exhale. 3 more like that. 2 more, lengthen. Exhale, cinch through the right side body. Keep it going. Keep hugging your low belly back. Finding one point to focus on. I'm going to count for 10 more. 9, 8, 5, that's 3, 2, and 1. Good, shake out that left leg. Reach your arms up, fold forward. Go and take an inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. And then float your right leg up, down dog splits. Bring your knee to your chest, keep that and hop your left foot forward and back. And then leg up, keep that, just one hop off that left leg. So it doesn't have to be high. And then bring both knees down, maybe to the towel or blanket. We're gonna lean, so don't curl. And then twist to your right using your core, maybe tap right heel. Inhale back up, side bend, or take your left hand down, modified side plank, right leg out. So that's our interval. Come back up, plant your palms, same side, right leg up, knee to chest, hop left foot forward and back, and then right knee straight, hop up. Doesn't have to be high. Bring your knees down, don't curl, just rotate right. And then left hand down, right leg out. Modified side plank. So as you bring your hands down, knee to chest, keep that hop left foot forward and back. Now straighten, extend the hip, hop off the left leg. Stand on the knees, lean and twist right. Left hand down, extend the leg out. So you'll find your rhythm there, same side every time. Knees down, twist to the right. Modified side plank. Tabletop, knee to chest, hop left foot forward and back. Down dog splits, hop left foot forward and back. Knees down, rotate. Left hand down, extend right leg. Keep it going. And just sync it up to some cadence of breath. Preferably linking breath and movement. But don't get too hung up on that. As long as you are breathing. Last one. And then come to tabletop. Second side. Draw your left knee to your chest. Sink your hips back so you can hop your right foot forward and back. Down dog splits. Knees straight as you hop the right foot forward and back. And then bring the knees down. You're going to lean, twist left, maybe tap your left heel. Lift up, plant your right palm, left leg out. And that's our interval. Plant your palms. Left knee to chest, hop right foot forward and back. Down dog splits, hop forward and back. Lean and twist left. Right hand down, leg out, modified side plank. Using that rotational support of the core, outer hips as you extend the leg out. And then front body, shoulders as you hop. Three-dimensional strength, stability, coordination. Good for your brain as well. It's like these little puzzles. I like to say that my practice at time is kind of like Sudoku for my brain. Especially when you move in different ways. Let's do one more. Finishing up with that modified side plank and then right to downward facing dog. And then reach your right leg up and just step it between your hands. Now you can grab a block here if you want. For me, I like to use it. Or just press your palms together. So it's going to be like we're chopping wood, however. Try to keep your hips square, straight ahead. Straighten both knees. Draw your arms to the left. Take a breath in. We'll start slow. Bend both knees. Take your arms to the right. Inhale, straighten. Exhale. Inhale, straighten. Exhale. So try not to turn that left hip to the right, but using your core support to keep the hips and pelvis stable. And then maybe take it a little faster. This would be a good one if you have a medicine ball. If you feel unsteady, just maybe create a little more space between the feet. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then hop and switch. And that same thing we started with. Straighten your legs. Inhale, you'll take your arms off to the right. And then exhale, bend both knees, arms down and to the left. Upswing to the right, straighten knees. Downswing to the left, bend knees. And then add the breath. And faster doesn't necessarily mean better. Just find the speed that works best for you. You'll notice I'm not really counting. Just focus on the quality of the movement. That whole left side working as you strike your arms down and to the left. Let's do 2 more. Both arms up, and then step the right foot to the left. Inhale. Bring whatever you have, if you have anything, down as you fold. Exhale. Go ahead, take an inhale and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand. And thumbs to heart. So we're going to start on the right leg. We're going to move through all 3 movements on the right side, and then we'll switch. So left ankle behind, left arm up. We're going to do 6 of these. Take an inhale, elbow to knee. Last 3, 2, 1. And then step into easy twists. Left leg back. And then square your chest, left knee down, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, standing splits. And just pour forward. And then take your vinyasa from here. If you want, you can hop into your chaturanga. Maybe just step back to dog. And then we'll find 3 of these. So right knee to chest. Hop your left foot forward and back. And then right knee extended, hop forward and back. That's 1. Twice more. Great, and then bring your knees down, stand on them, lean and twist to the right, maybe tap hand to heel, come upright, modified side plank, right leg out. Listen carefully as you come up, use your core support to step that right leg forward. Grab your block if you want to use it for your wood choppers. Arms up and to the left, straighten the legs, 6 of these. Good, and then come up. We're going to find that little hop and switch for 3. So the left leg is forward. Bring your block down. Left ankle, right ankle behind left. Second side, right arm up, left hand hip. Inhale, 6 of these. Connect. 3. Last 2. And then easy twist. Right leg goes back. Right knee down, low lunge, inhale. Standing splits. Fold over the left leg. Take a full breath. And then you choose your exit. Downward facing dog. And then hug your left knee to your chest. High in the ball, your right foot. Hop right foot forward and back. Extend your left knee. Hop forward and back. Twice more like that. alternating thigh to chest and legs straight. And both knees down, stand on your knees. Lean, twist left, come up, side plank modified. Use your core, left leg forward. Grab your block if you're using it. Straighten your legs, arms to the right. 6 of these. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your block down and then step or little hop jump for 3. Left ankle behind. Twice more. Left arm up, right hand hip. Inhale, elbow to knee. And then left leg back, easy twist. Left knee down, hug in, lift up and out. Inhale, standing splits, exhale. Plant your palms, inhale, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Right knee to chest, lean the shoulders forward. Hop forward, extend the knee, hop forward and back, twice more. Bring your knees down, lean and twist to your right, left hand down, right leg out. Step it forward, crescent lunge, straighten the legs, arms to the left, and then down and to the right. Try not to get too wild. I like this one. I have to do this one more. 2 and 1. Bring your hands down, or set your prop down if you're using one. Hop and switch your legs for 3. Left leg forward, right ankle behind. Second side, right arm up, left hand hip, stretch, and then connect. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Easy twist. Knee down, inhale, low lunge. Standing splits, pull in from your belly. Inhale, plant your palms, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Great, left side of chest. Hop your foot forward and back. Straighten the knee, hop the foot forward and back, twice more. Keep your gaze between your hands, or at least your eyes between your hands the whole time. Bring your knees down, lean and twist left. Right hand down, leg out. Use your core to step it forward. If you're using a block, grab it, straighten legs, and then chop wood. Set that down. Hop and switch for 3. Right leg forward, last rep. Right hand to hip. Inhale. Connect for 6. Easy twist, left leg back. Low lunge, inhale. Standing splits. Plant your palms, vinyasa. And then downward facing dog. Right knee to chest. Hop. Straight leg hop. Twice more. It doesn't have to be high. In fact, it can be harder just to skate briskly. Knees down, stand, lean, twist right. Left hand down, right leg out. Right leg forward, crescent lunge, chop wood. That's 4, 2, 1. Set the block down. Hop and switch for 3. Right leg behind. Left hand to hip, side bend. And then connect elbow, knee. 4, 3, 2, hug that left hip in. 1, easy twist. Knee down, lift up. Exhale, standing splits. And then take your vinyasa. And then here we go, final stretch, left knee to chest. Right foot forward and back. Extend the knee, right foot forward and back, twice more. Both knees down, stand, lean, rotate left. Come up, right hand down, leg out. Step it forward. If you're using a block, grab it. Chop wood. And that diagonal swing, last 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your block. Last 3 hops. Vinyasa, nicely done. Take it through. We're just going to come to child's pose. You can find it right away if you want. Get some water. Come back to your breath. And then come into tabletop. And then extend the right leg back as you roll the hip open, point your foot. And then keep that right knee, right upper arm. Inhale, extend it back. And then we'll cross it under and over and lift your back knee, your left knee. And then take it to a hovering child's pose, knees bent. And then hop your feet together, forward and back. And then bring your knees down. We're going to alternate now, left leg back, open the hip. Keep that left knee, left upper arm, extend it back, lift the right knee and cross it under and over. And then zip up your inner thighs, your knees, crouch, and then hop forward and back. That's our interval, so the hands stay down the whole time. Try to really open your hip. Cross it under. And just a light hop forward and back. If you want, you can keep the knee lifted so you're actually in plank pose the whole time. Crouch, hop forward and back. And I'll just make it a little more difficult. I'm on my left side. Let's do one more each side. Downward facing dog. Just take a full breath. And then look to your hands, step or hop feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen. Fold forward, exhale. And then rise to stand. Thumbs to heart. I'm going to turn to face you. Stand on your left leg. You can bring your hands to your hips. Bend your right knee. We're going to make a figure 8 with the knee. So it's kind of like you have a noodle leg. Trying to draw a figure 8 with the knee as you hug your left hip in. It's harder than it seems. And then just switch sides. Hug your right hip in and then draw a figure 8. Feel that support all the way through the right ankle, core hugging back. And then set that foot down. We're going to add on. So right knee lifts, figure 8. And then hug your left hip in, hovering half moon. And then figure 8, square your hips to the top of the mat. Maybe 3. And then as you swing the leg out, open and pause. And then square it off, figure 8 that knee. Open it up. Figure 8. Try not to grip with your left toes, so we're staying on that left leg the whole time. Feel that stability through the hip, the spine. Last 3. If you need to, step the right foot down at some point, catch your balance. Last one. And step that right foot down, shake out the left. All right, second side. 3 of those figure 8s, roughly. And then hug your right hip in and open to the left, half moon hover. Come back to neutral, figure 8. And just have your hands wherever it feels most comfortable for you to find your balance, whether they're on your hips or hands to heart, out in front of you. But don't let your right foot turn with your hip. Keep tracking that right knee over the second toe. And you might move really slow and controlled. Or maybe a little more zippier. And both are good. One isn't necessarily better than the other. They both challenge the tissues in different ways. A few more rounds. Let's do 2 more. And then set the left foot down. Nicely done. Give the legs a shake. Reach the arms up. And then exhale and fold. And then come into your Yogi squat Melasana pose. And a little opening for the hips. And the low back as well as the side bodies. Push your elbows into the knees and lean your chest back as you lift your belly. And then take your right hand to your left ankle. We're going to take the left arm overhead as you open through the chest. Curl the left pinky fingers back. And then take your hand to your thigh and just push it away. You can drop ear to knee, right ear, right knee. Maybe chin to chest. Nod the head, yes. Shake it, no. And then second side, so left hand, right knee, reach the right arm up. Bicep back to get the shoulder blade to glide. And then tip to your left. Take an inhale. And then right hand to thigh, push that thigh away. Maybe drop ear towards the knee. Lift the inner arches, soften the toes. Take a full breath. And come back to center. Plant the palms and just turn the feet parallel as you fold forward. Take your favorite forward fold here. You can grab your calves, ankles. Just breathe into the back body. And then release your hands. Inhale, lengthen Ardha Uttanasana. Vinyasa, or just step back to downward facing dog. So we're going to do an interval that incorporates Melasana. So you might want to look at me. We're going to do 10 sets, not 10 sets, 10 reps. So we're going to hop to Melasana. Pretend we have a catcher's mitt on. We're catching a ball. And then plant your palms, hop up. Doesn't have to be high, but let your feet land and then right to Chaturanga. Back to bent knee dog. Hop to Melasana, catch. Plant the palms, hop up, right to Chaturanga. All right, so that's it. So we're not going from the hop to Chaturanga. Let your feet land. Make it more quality to open the chest, but lift your belly. So let's aim for 10, roughly. Down dog, bend your knees. Melasana, catch. Plant your palms, hop up, land, Chaturanga. Halfway there for me. Skip whatever you don't need. Find child's pose. Always an option. Hop to Melasana, catch the ball. Plant your palms, crow pose. Knees to upper arms. Push away, hug in, lift your booty. Big toes touch. Claw the mat with your fingertips. Lift your chin, lift your heels. Melt your heart slightly, 3. Lift your belly more, 2. Going on your exhale, step back to plank. Bring your knees down. Bring your right elbow down. Or extend your left leg back, rather. So it's like bird dog, but we have our right elbow down. Hug your right hip in. We're just gonna step off the mat with our left leg. Turn the foot out and then reach your right arm out. So it's like a leaning lunge. And then right hand down to the right, lift the left leg. And then back to the leaning lunge. Take a breath in. Exhale, elbow down, leg back. Leaning lunge on your inhale. Modified side plank. Exhale. Leaning lunge. Bird dog, right elbow down. And just keep cycling through that. Feeling the support of the hips, using the inhale as you lean. Exhale, forearm bird dog. Coming back to your center. Get lost in the transition. Try to smooth it out with the breath. And then pause with your right elbow down. We're just going to come to plank with the right elbow down and left palm in line with the elbow. And just take your right leg and lift it and swing it out and in. Out and in, out and in. Last 5, 4, keep lifting the right hip. 2, 1. Now leg off the mat so it's a little wider. Lift it up, maybe left arm forward. bicep to ear. Cross diagonal balance, hug your right shoulder in the socket. Squeeze the right side core. 3, 2, foot down, elbow down. And then bring your hips to the right. Pivot on the balls of your feet, hips to the left. Just pivot it side to side. Last 3, each side. 2, 2, 1, 1. Come to center. Walk your feet in for dolphin. Open through the lats. Maybe wiggle your elbows in. Drop your head. Lift your sits bones. Feel your low deep belly cinch back towards the spine. And then stretch your chest forward away from it. 3, 2. And then you can set your knees down or look forward, bend your elbows, charge right to chaturanga. And then all the way to your belly. Let's find your hands hovering. Lift your chest and then sweep them back with the thumbs turned up, palms out. If it's comfortable, clasp your hands, broaden the chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then float your legs. Bound locust. Internally rotate your thighs. Gaze down or just a little lift of the chin. Take a full breath in. Exhale, release. Plant your palms. And then take it back to child's pose. Full breath here. And then downward facing dog. And then back to that interval. Do anywhere from 5 to 10. We're going to go for a minute, starting now. Halfway there. Last 10 seconds. Do one more. Hop forward, crow pose, knees to upper arms, lift the feet. 15 seconds. Hug in, lift up, soften the neck, lift the belly. 5, 4, 3, 2, left foot down, and step back to plank. Bring your knees down. We're going to bring our left elbow down. And then right leg back. Bird dog with the elbow down. And then step off the mat with the right leg. We're just going to lean, reach your left arm. And then left palm down, lift the right leg. Inhale, lean. And then come to your center, bird dog with the elbow down, left elbow. Inhale, lean, right leg out. Exhale, side plank. Inhale, lean. Bird dog, elbow down. So keep moving through that. Inhale, forearm bird dog. Leaning lunge, side plank. Leaning lunge, bird dog. Smooth it out. Last 3. Last one. Come to your left forearm and then lift your left knee. Scoot your right palm so it's in line with the left elbow. And then lift your left foot just so it's skimming the floor, and then sweep the leg out and in. For 5, 4, 3, 2. As you sweep it out, set the foot down, then lift it up. Come to your right fingertips, maybe right arm forward. Lift through the left hip. 3, 2, foot down, elbow down, scoot the left foot in, and then just pivot side to side for 3, 2, Sphinx Pose 1. Open through the front body, pull your elbows back, lift through the chest, and then attempt to bend the knees without bending them. Engage the quads, lengthen tailbone to heels, and then find a little bit mobility through the thoracic spine. You might hover the elbows here. Keep plugging the shoulders down, lifting the side ribs up. Nice stretch for the tummy. Gaze right and left, maybe dip shoulder to ear, whatever you want to do. We're not like going to our fullest range of motion here, just inviting the tissues on the front body to re-lengthen. Rehydrating. And then lower down. So another bound locust here, or floor bow, so you choose. Press your pubic bone down, lift the shoulder heads up. If you're finding floor bow, shins back. And keep your thighs down or lift them, but go back to more of the accentuation of this rib cage lifting, just like in Sphinx. Hug your knees in, take a full breath. And then exhale to release. Bring your favorite cheek down. You can just wiggle your heels side to side or bend your knees 90 degrees. Take your shins side to side. And then other cheek down. Great. And then take it to child's pose. Downward facing dog. A nice little slow down here. Stretch your right leg up. Half pigeon. So set up to just make the most of this half pigeon, depending on how your body feels right now. Please stay if you're comfortable in your variation, or you might lift your torso up, hug the skin of the right hip back, and then start to walk your hands to the left. Just get a little more through that outer right hip, right side body, without taking your right hip with you. Keep dropping your left hip down and forward. Just find another layer to drop into. And then slowly make your way up. We're going to swing the left leg forward. And then bend your right knee there. Scoot the heel in. Sit up tall, Melasana. Just fold over that left leg. You can bind around the right leg. But then inhale, lengthen the front spine. As you exhale, fold. And then look forward. Take an inhale and sit up. Now keep the setup of the legs. We're going to turn our left hand out or back. And then lift our seat and take it right into side plank. So it's almost like a wild thing here. I'm going to pull that right knee in and step your right heel to your left thumb. And then tap your calf with your right knee or tap your knees together. And then step the left leg back. And then take it right back through side plank. And then hover your left hip or set it down. But if you want to hover, you can lift the foot and tap right hand to foot. So we're going to just move through that smoothly and slowly. Keeping that left hand down the whole time. And as you take the right leg back, you can sit or hover and maybe tap hand to foot. If you're feeling really ambitious, you might take that left leg through. Little pistol squat. And just make it yours. Pause anywhere along the way. Feel your belly, especially with the knees tapping together there. A nice play of getting big, getting small. And then come through, just bring your seat down. And then cross your ankles, plant your palms, vinyasa, or just step back to downward facing dog. Let's take it right to left side, half pigeon. And just find the variation that feels best in your body. Now you know where we're going. We're going to linger here for a good 2 to 3 minutes. Not just feeding the stabilizing muscles deep within the pelvis, but also the outer hip, the band of connective tissue that is the link between the ankle and the knee, and the knee and the ankle, or the knee and the hip. All these pulleys of our bones. However it is we move through space. They're almost like puppet strings. So we want to be careful not to overstretch or always go to our full end of range of motion. Stay or walk your hands in, and then you can start to walk them off to the right. Keep pinning your left hip back and scooting your right hip slightly forward. I think the biggest component of all this is just noticing how your practice affects you. Notice what you're left with. Take one more full breath. And then come back through center and sit up. And we'll swing the right leg forward and just bend your left knee and scoot the heel in close towards the sits bone. And then sit up nice and tall. You can interlace around the shin or fold forward and down. Maybe bind. Just soak up that nice introspective forward fold. And then that sounds sit up. And then you'll spin your right palm out, fingers turn back. Lift up through that right hip. And then you'll just pause in side plank for a moment. To step your left heel to your right thumb. And then put the weight in your left foot. Tap your calf or maybe knees together. But keep your hips low. And then step back, hug your shoulder in the socket. You can come back to where we started or hover the hip and tap opposite hand to foot. Wild thing to side plank. From body support to step, heel to thumb. Hips low, tap the knees or calf. Step it back. Moving through 2 to 3 more times at your own pace. You might thread that right leg through. Last one. And then come to your seat. And then cross your ankles. Come back to tabletop. And I just want you to take your right leg out, cross it behind, and then sit back like you're going into child's pose. Left knees on top, but then stand on your knees, lengthen the tailbone down. And then sit back. You can use your hands or not. And then swing the right leg out. Cross it behind. Sit back, use your core. Stand, tuck your tailbone, feel an opening through the front of the right hip and outer hip. One more. Sit back. Plant the palms, shoulders over wrists, swing that right leg out. Take it behind, sit back. And then as we stand up, the left knee's on top. If this is enough, stay. Lengthen the tailbone, squeeze your glutes. Maybe left arm under. Pull your elbows away from you and then lift up through the forearms. Stretch your rib cage away from the pelvis. Maybe let the head drop. And then inhale and stand. And then sit back and fold. And just take a full breath there. Second side. So come up to hands and knees. You'll swing your left leg out. Knee behind. Sit back, but then stand on your knees. Inhale. Squeeze your thighs, tailbone down. And then bum back. Hands forward. Shoulders over wrists, left leg out. Knee behind, sit back. Lift up. Sit back, use your core. And then tabletop, left leg out. Last one before we add on. So the right knee's in front. Stay with hands to hips, maybe right arm in front, eagle wrap. Draw your elbows forward, then lift them up. If it feels good as you press through the shins and tops of feet, keep lifting the rib cage and then maybe draw a line back. When you're ready, inhale, come upright, and then exhale, sit. Fold forward. And then sit up. Just unthread your legs in front of you. Feet down, windshield wiper the knees side to side. So any last pose that you might be craving, go ahead and take it on, or just make your way right into Shavasana. I invite you to stay or slowly make your way to a seat. And just notice the effects of your practice. Notice how it leaves you. And just seal in that sense of being in the moment, open to receive or explore, take on challenges, all towards balance and inner as well as physical and mental resilience. Bow your gaze. Namaste.